Hi, I'm Tom Spoors, and I'm really excited for the new Lord of the Rings TV show.
Hi, I'm Aaron Murray, and I, for one, can't wait for Morbius.
Morbius, it's going to be really cool.
It's going to be film of the year.
Genuinely film of the year.
Film of the decade.
Genuine, like Morbius? Have you seen those posters?
Morbius Hive.
Morbius, Kraven the Hunter, Venom.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be another Venom.
Venom 2. Venom 3.
There's another one I'm missing. There's another Sony one. Oh, isn't Madam Web, whatever, the old lady?
Oh, yeah. But
Dakota Johnson is doing it for some reason.
They just put her in lots of makeup.
She's going to be an old lady. I don't know how I feel about old lady Dakota Johnson right now. She's a bit too young for the old ladies.
The same visual effects they used for Harry Potter to make her old.
God, she's gonna she's fucking melting. Like she's not gonna look great.
She looks like just a wax figure. Wax Dakota Johnson.
Oh God.
But anyway, today's episode topic: fantasy versus sci-fi. What's better?
To debate. Well,
what is it, Aaron?
It's sci-fi. Sci-fi's better. Fuck you. Goodbye.
No. Fantasy. Fantasy. If you can't tell, I'm arguing for fantasy. You're arguing for sci-fi.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell.
I don't know how you're going to argue for the genre that gave birth to Ready Player One, but good luck.
Alright. It gave birth to Stalker.
Shit. The Free Guy.
The Batman. That's no sci-fi.
That's not sci-fi. Where's the sci-fi?
No. I mean, see, that's the problem. Is that it's so fucking loose.
Exactly.
Like, you've just been looking up fantasy stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the films that are showing up for that are so loose.
Already making excuses.
No, but come on now.
I mean, obviously, we're mainly talking about high sci-fi, high fantasy.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the classics.
Yeah, we're not, fucking. When I think of sci-fi, I think of Star Wars, Star Trek, your favorite franchises. Fantasy, you have Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I don't even.
Game of Thrones. I love those films.
Fucking hell.
What other fantasy? Studio Ghibli stuff, I guess. Spirited Away. That's fine. I'd say that's fantasy.
That's
Spirited
fantasy.
Away. This is just now turning into what's fantasy and sci-fi.
What fantasy films do you like?
Okay, right.
Go on.
I'm gonna bring up my first case study of a good fantasy film. Have you seen the 1981 Excalibur?
No.
Fuck you. So, this film is really good. It's called Excalibur. It's about King Arthur, if you can't tell. It's kind of in the name. It's surreal. It's like a surrealist film, kind of. It's fantasy. It's my favourite kind of 1980s fantasy, where there's no effort put into any of the sets.
Was it made by a bunch of fucking dorks who stay at home all day reading comic books?
It looks like someone's LARPing session.
made by the type of people who got wedgies in high school.
Exactly.
Who got their lunch money stolen.
Looks like someone's LARPing session. And I love it. I think it's fantastic. And this is the kind of energy I just love about fantasy, is when, obviously it's cool to put money into it. Game of Thrones is billions of dollars or some shit. What I prefer is fantasy which is made by my nan. The kind of fantasy that I could probably afford.
My problem with fantasy is I think it's a fine genre. I don't hate any genres.
Okay.
Well, maybe musicals, but well,
there should be a Lord of the Rings musical.
That sounds like
I'm going to get my ring. I'm going to get my ring. He's going to get his ring. He's going to get his ring. He's going to get his ring. Ring.
Imagine how annoying fantasy theatre kids would be. I'm sorry, but I will go back to high school purely so I can bully these kids.
Oh, Gandalf. He's pretty smandolf. Bit of Mandolf. He's a bit of a dilf and I want to fuck him.
You should write this.
I should.
You should fully write this.
Lord of the Rings musical.
Yeah.
I would take it. Imagine.
Lord of the Sings.
Holy shit.
Holy
shit. Okay.
Fucking incredible. Who owns Lord of the Rings?
What's the new TV show coming out on?
Amazon.
It's Amazon.
Mr. Bezos.
Mr. Bezos.
We have an idea.
Please let me write this. Lord of the Sings. It's going to be like Hamilton. There's no dialogue. It's all songs.
I like Les Mis.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's going to be the Les Mis and the Hamilton of Lord of the Rings. Similar to how Hamilton, for some reason, redeemed Alexander Hamilton, who like was a terrible person and all. I'm going to redeem Smaug. True. Okay, I'm going to make Smaug rap.
Yes.
I'm going to call...
And Gollum. You can rap about it's precious.
Gollum.
It's precious being a bitch. A bitch that he loves.
I want my precious. End of song.
That would go hard.
It would go hard.
Kanye West would be quaking at the Gollum song.
I'm going to reprise rule of threes, rule of comedy. He's going to do it once, I want my precious. Again, I want my precious. And then the third time, it's I want my precious. But then, opera solo. It's going to be that.
Beautiful.
He's going to hit every note.
Incredible.
I'm genuinely going to write this.
You're going to write this.
I'm going to... Thing is, I haven't even seen Lord of the Rings 2 and 3. I'm going to come up...
Wait, whoa. Hang on a minute. You haven't seen the full trilogy?
No, I've seen one.
How?
Because they're really long, and long movies scare me.
Well, why didn't you watch... Wait, but like...
I'll argue for fantasy.
You'll argue for... Okay. Why have you not seen 2 and 3?
Long movies scare me.
But when you watched the first one, did you not immediately want to watch the second one?
No, I watched the first one, I was like, this one's a good movie.
You just never watched the rest.
I was planning on it at some point. When I got COVID, I was like, I'll watch Lord of the Rings now. And then I didn't.
What about The Hobbit?
Oh, I haven't seen The Hobbit. Who cares about The Hobbit?
Yeah, that's true.
Who cares about The Hobbit? You know what I have seen, though?
What have you seen?
My favourite fantasy film. Man of Steel.
That's not fantasy. In what fucking world is that fantasy? You know what? This isn't even a debate anymore. This is just going to be an investigation.
Ghostbusters.
That's not fantasy.
Okay, actual fantasy. The Green Knight.
Green Knight was okay.
Banger. I love The Green Knight.
It was okay.
Actual fantasy.
That is fantasy. That is like the definition of fantasy.
Okay, you may have sci-fi. Sorry, I saw Constantine. I'm so confused why Constantine is
I guess it's because it's religious.
Oh, true.
Because, you know, they're not really... Wait, no, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry to any any religious people.
Okay, before we get cancelled, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is my favourite heist fantasy movie.
How is that fantasy? Like, okay, does Letterboxd just assume anything that's not real is fantasy in that genre? Is that what they're, like, assuming? Because,
my God.
I guess, Eraserheads...
Is that fantasy?
Is that
fantasy?
I guess.
Look, I mean, okay, right, I'm going to ignore this and just go off my head. Lord of the Rings 1 is a good film.
Okay.
I'm assuming 2 and 3 are too. Hobbit has Martin Freeman in them.
The first one was okay.
Exactly.
The second one was no. And
exactly.
The third one was even worse.
There are more good Lord of the Rings movies than there are Star Wars movies.
Do you mean like when you say Lord of the Rings, you throw Hobbit in it as well?
Yes.
Wait,
the Lord of the Rings cinematic universe.
Okay, so how many Lord of the Rings films are there? 6. How many good Star Wars films are there? 9.
How many good Star Wars films are there? 9.
How many Star Wars movies are there? There's
11.
9.
11. How many good ones are there?
Okay, I'm gone. No, okay. Phantom Menace.
Banger.
Bad. Attack of the Clones.
Banger.
Bad. Revenge of the Sith.
Banger.
Great.
Okay.
Love it. New Hope. Pretty good.
I need to rewatch Phantom Menace. I've heard people say Phantom Menace is a 10 out of 10 film, and if I'm being honest,
they need to shut up.
I think I might agree, so I need to watch it again just to change my opinion.
Look, I get it. You wanna be like, okay, look, the prequels, they're not that bad. I agree. They're not as bad as what people make out.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for Attack of the Clones.
I think the second one. I'm happy to change my opinion on whichever movie. I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a fucking masterpiece. So the new one, Elsie Fisher. But the one thing I will never shift on is the fact that to be fair, I'm saying this. Watch me rewatch Attack of the Clones like next week and be like fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, you're gonna end up. I'm gonna see you on Letterboxd rating all of these fucking prequels 5 stars, and you're gonna be like fucking coming in your pants and be like, oh, it's so good.
I actually will, to be honest. I think they're gonna be really good.
They're not okay. They're not as bad as what people make out. Attack of the Clones is awful.
I need to show my girlfriend. I need to show her fucking Star Wars because she's never seen Star Wars.
Well, I mean, she's not missing much.
I know, but like, I feel like I'm doing like a disservice to some kind of god if I'm not showing her.
Okay, well,
She hasn't seen Star. Like, I don't like Star Wars.
A New Hope's okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's good. Empire Strikes Back. It's
That
Empire
one's
Strikes
good.
Back.
That's
Empire
good.
Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi is pretty good as well. That's got its moments.
Sure. Yeah.
Force Awakens was fine. And Rogue One was I don't get.
I hate Rogue One.
I don't get why people love that film. I don't get it.
Genuinely, did I finish Rogue One? I don't even remember because it was so boring. I think I almost turned I genuinely.
There's a bunch of people who got nothing to them. Now they die.
I guess it's cool because they all die at the end or whatever. But like,
yeah,
who cares?
Like,
who cares?
I
Just
don't-
watch Ted Lasso instead. That's so.
Just
much
watch.
happier.
I beg you, watch Ted Lasso.
It's so much happier. Just watch it instead. I don't want to be sad. What other Last Jedi? People like that one.
People like it. I never.
What do I think of The Last Jedi? Good question, Aaron.
Did you watch Last Jedi?
Yeah, well, I've seen all the Star Warses.
All 11.
All 11 of them.
I think I've only seen I think I've seen 9 of them.
You haven't seen Rise of Skywalker?
I didn't watch Last Jedi, but I've seen Rise of Skywalker.
No, that's the intended viewing order.
Yeah. That's what Disney wants.
Yeah, exactly.
Disney want you to just pretend Last Jedi never happened, despite the fact it's probably the most interesting one they've ever made.
I like Last Jedi. Wait, how many good Star Wars movies are there then?
So,
Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
I assume. Attack of the Clone. Okay, I'm gonna say the prequels, Empire, and Last Jedi. Shit. How many good Hobbit movies are there? 3 of them.
There's three good Lord of the Rings movies.
Every fantasy film is good.
You're changing your argument. Stop moving the goalposts. You're changing your argument every time.
All of them are good.
Every single one.
Yeah.
Every single fantasy
Name
film.
a bad fantasy film.
Okay.
So you can't do it. You can't do it. I can name many bad Star Wars films.
Go on.
Rogue One.
Okay.
Rise of Skywalker.
Okay. Star Trek.
All of them.
I've only seen the new ones.
Same. And they all suck.
No, they don't suck. Well,
Into Darkness is terrible.
yeah, that kind of sucks. But
The first one's fine.
this one's fun.
Beyond.
Beyond
Ew.
was fine.
Ew. They have what? Look, I throw Star Trek into the category of I watch it and promptly forget it ever happened.
I mean, it was a flop. It made no money.
Because who in the golden years? What year is it? 2022. Who cares about Star Trek?
Oh, CBS, because they keep making Star Trek shows.
True. Okay. My
Like,
granddad.
Is that Discovery that one? Isn't that on like its 5th season?
Oh my god.
Does anyone watch that show?
I can think
Does
of
anyone
3
watch
Star
Discovery?
Trek films, like Star Trek TV shows that have come out like the last 5 years. Discovery, Picard, and
the anime.
Below Decks or whatever.
There is another one coming out.
Of course
apparently.
There is. Then there's the Orville as well.
Which is just Star Trek, but no.
Family Guy.
It's
Star Trek.
it's just
Family Guy.
It's just Star Trek, but Family Guy.
Exactly. Fantasy is much better than sci. I genuinely believe this. There's no such thing as a bad fantasy film. I can think of like 10 bad sci-fi films.
Okay. Give me 10 bad sci-fi films right now.
Okay, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones.
Wait!
Okay. Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker, Solo, A Star Wars Story, Rogue One. Does The Mandalorian count?
No, it's a TV show.
I'm gonna count it anyway.
No, you're not gonna count it. Take that off.
The Book of Boba Fett.
That's not a show. It's not a movie.
Right. I've got okay. The desecration of my career when Disney realizes they can just use AIs instead. Thanks Star Wars. That's a movie. Star Trek Into Darkness. Star Trek Beyond. What are some other sci-fi films that have come out?
I'm gonna find a bad fucking movie right now.
There's not a single bad. What are some sci-fi films? There are definitely bad sci-fis.
Well, yeah, of course there is. There's a bad movie in every single genre.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
fantasy.
Bad fantasy films according to this.
Oh, Ready Player One, Free Guy.
Well, yeah. Okay, I haven't seen them.
Pixels.
Yeah.
Pixels.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Pixels.
Yes. All right. Fucking okay. Okay. Bad films. Cats. Cat is a fantasy film. Fuck you.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Shut up.
Yes, it is.
Does it fall in... Okay, but...
Jupiter Ascending.
Which one?
Jupiter Ascending.
That's a sci-fi, isn't it? Is it?
It's fantasy.
It's Jupiter Ascending.
Okay, fine. Wait, I need to fucking customize this. Letterboxd, please stop generalizing your
I've
fantasy.
got a bad sci-fi for you. Don't look up. Mic drop.
Suicide Squad.
Not
2016.
Sci-fi. Not a fantasy. Fan Four Stick. Sci-fi. Ghost of the Shell. Sci-fi. Space Jam and Legacy.
Narnia. Chronicles of Narnia.
Banger.
You can't just be like, I gotta say a bad film, and you gotta go, actually it's good. Okay, Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny, remember that fucking thing?
Banger.
No!
Look,
Aragon!
I thought that film had its moments.
Harry Potter's fantasy.
Okay.
Some of them are bad.
Name one.
Goblet of Fire.
Good.
Goblet of Fire fucking sucks.
Nah, what are you talking about? I love the bit where Dumbledore asks Harry calmly.
No, he screams at the top.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Harry! Like, screams at the top of his lungs.
Dumbledore asks.
Jumanji's fantasy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jumanji's fantasy. Well, it is... Or is Jumanji sci-fi? Because it's about a video game.
Jumanji's more fantasy. It's like a dash. It's like a bit of sci-fi seasoning. Like...
Like, fantasy's the pizza, and like the pepperoni.
Is yeah. There's a bit of sci-fi pepperoni on there. Fucking
Okay.
The Mummy.
Brilliant film.
With Tom Cruise.
I think The Mummy had its moments. It had its mum and
Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
okay. I can go on a rant about this film if you want me to. I think I love Percy Jackson. The books. I love the books. I can't wait for the TV show. Cast me as Percy, please. Even though I'm a bit older than 10. But...
How old is Percy Jackson meant to be?
Like 10? 13? Yeah, I know. Logan Lerman's like 27.
Logan Lerman's like a fucking wife and kids by the time he's doing that. Fucking hell, he had a mortgage. What the fuck's he doing with Percy Jackson? No, he didn't have to be that young.
No, generally, they're meant to be little kids.
Wait, how old? Wait, 1992. He was 18.
But like, they're meant to be little kids.
Why is he? Well, good thing they stopped making those fucking movies.
Yeah. Thing is, okay, my favourite thing about Percy Jackson movies is the final battle that takes place at the end of the, like, 5th book, right? They put at the end of the 2nd movie. They kill off the main villain of the franchise in the 2nd movie. And then get confused why can't we make a 3rd movie?
Click.
Oh, Click is a masterpiece. Yeah, I love Adam Sandler.
See, I'm really struggling because a lot of these films are not... Twilight's fantasy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's fantasy. And those films are terrible.
Well, you can have your opinions. Robert Pattinson is the best actor working today.
Fucking.
I think he kills it as a vampire. Meanwhile, I'd like to see you argue...
Okay, wait. Fuck you. I'm going to tell you a bunch of good sci-fi films right fucking now.
Valerian in the City of 1,000 Planets.
That film's not real. That doesn't exist. You made that up. You fuck.
Fake film.
You made that up.
People like this film, apparently. I need to rewatch this film. Maybe sci-fi is good and I'm just not...
The Matrix.
Okay, yeah.
The Matrix.
Right, I can just say the words Lord of the Rings.
Blade Runner.
Lord of the Rings.
Alien.
Lord of the Rings.
Jurassic Park.
Lord of the... Is Jurassic Park sci-fi?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where's the science? Oh, wait, yeah.
It's a fucking park made from science!
Oh, yeah.
How do you think they came back? Did they just come back from, like, holiday?
I thought they were on, like, I don't know, like, they came back from retirement. There was, like, a little retirement home.
You fucking went to, like, Florida for, like, a weekend.
They just licked the amber until it came back.
The Invisible Man.
Okay, yeah. That's a good example.
Ad Astra. I know you love Ad Astra.
I do love Ad Astra.
The Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator's good.
Fucking Aliens. Alien. Watchmen.
Okay. Yeah.
10 Cloverfield Lane. Cloverfield.
Like I'm watching a man have a stroke.
Stalker.
Stop.
The Iron Giant. Glass.
Stalker.
Movies.
Did you
Transformers.
say boobies?
Movies. Boobies. The Iron Giant.
Yeah.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes. War for the Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
Videodrome. Coherence. The End of Evangelion.
True. Evangelion, good. Okay, anime. Studio Ghibli. Spirited Away. Princess Mononoke. Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind? Possibly. It might be the name.
I genuinely, like, I know these films are real, but the way you were talking about them, you sound like you're talking out of your ass. You sound like you're making stuff up.
Castle in the Sky.
I know it's real, but it sounds like it's not.
Howl's Moving Castle.
The Mist. Chronicle. Sunshine.
Kiki's Delivery Service.
After Yang.
True. Best film of 2022 so far. What do you prefer, After Yang or the Batman?
The Batman.
Fuck off. Anyway.
No. I'm gone a minute. I'm gone. The Batman and After Yang are apples and oranges. You can't compare them.
Says the man who made a fucking like list of his favourite films of 2021. So you make your list of 2022 and you'd be like, oh, you know what, actually, After Yang and Batman...
After Yang is not a 2022...
That's a 2022 film.
Yeah, no, it is. Exactly. It's 2021, but I was going to do some festivals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is when you make your 2022 list with Batman and After Yang, are you going to put them together and be like, you know what, actually, they're apples and oranges. I just can't compare them.
No, yeah.
I just can't compare
Just
them.
because they released in the same year. Fucking, okay, alright, fine. Okay. After Yang and Jackass Forever, they're not the same film.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, so the apples and oranges.
True, but you can still compare them.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can say...
How can you compare them?
Okay, right. Okay,
Johnny Knoxville getting fucking hit by a bull is not the same as Colin Farrell talking about memories and existentialism.
Yeah. But you can still say one's better than the other.
Not really.
Okay, right. Ready Player One and Jackass Forever.
Jackass Forever is better.
Apples and oranges, Aaron. They're not the same fucking movie.
Because you asked me to answer that question.
They're not the same movie.
I know, but I would not
They're
ask
the same movie.
Oh,
They're different movies.
I know, they had...
Apples and oranges, Aaron. Apples and oranges. They don't have the same plot. Apples and oranges, Aaron.
The fucking... Alright, fine, let me compare, I don't know, Schindler's List and Dan Evan Hansen.
One's better than the other.
Yeah. But they're still apples and oranges.
I love Evan Hansen.
I can still say that
that's a sci-fi film.
Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah, it's got an alien in it.
Yeah, okay. Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
it's got fucking alien. I hate that fucking movie.
Exactly. I think the visual effects is enough science.
Alright, Cloverfield, that's a sci-fi film.
Okay.
That's a sci-fi. It's a great sci-fi film.
Yeah,
Matt Reeves.
yeah.
Matt Reeves done it.
Matt Reeves, he did the Batman.
He's a good guy. I love him. I love all of his films.
He's great. What else did he did? He does a lot of sci-fi, doesn't he?
He don't let me in, which I watched like yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. Counter argument. Rampage.
What's Rampage? Oh, the thing with The Rock. I thought you meant the UA Bull film, which is not fantasy.
Rampage.
Rampage.
It's a sci-fi film.
Well, isn't that the one where like
downsizing?
Did anyone watch that? Is that the one where like Matt Damon's like tiny?
I watched that one. It goes from being a funny comedy about Matt Damon being small to like an existentialist drama.
Is it good?
To climate change.
Is it good?
What do you think, Aaron?
Did you like it?
You know what? I thought it was a neat... No, it's shit.
Okay, so then you argue it's okay.
No,
so
it's sci-fi.
That's sci-fi. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Science. The man gets small.
Yeah, that's true.
He gets small.
Okay.
Fun fact though, they didn't shrink his penis. That's the same size.
The Martian. That's a fun sci-fi film.
It's just a fun little film.
Yeah, Matt Damon and Marty stuff.
Yeah.
Get him out. Like,
a lot of Matt Damon's films seem to be about him being in some unusual location and getting stuck. E.T. Okay, yeah. I hate E.T. actually. Fuck you.
Why do you hate E.T.?
It's just like annoying in that, innit? Like E.T.
It's not annoying. Come on.
E.T.'s just a bit of he's a bit of a little pussy.
He's E.T.
He just needs to kind of like, just grow up hair. He's a little pussy.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
That's a good. I haven't seen that film.
Megamind!
Super Mario Bros.
Is that sci-fi?
Yeah.
Well then, that's a good sci-fi film. You should prove my argument.
True. True. Ice Age Collision Course.
Ice Age: The Adventures of
Buck Wild.
Buck Wild.
You know they're making a new Ice Age TV show or whatever because everyone loved Buck Wild.
Why?
For some reason, people seem to be under the impression that Ice Age is a good film.
The first one was good.
I like the fourth one.
Okay. Go on, explain.
I think that so genuinely one time in my high school, I remember me and one of my friends were debating whether or not Ice Age 3 or 4 was the best Ice Age.
That sounds like a really intense debate.
It was. There were blood involved. He said that Ice Age 3 is good. I said, fuck you. Ice Age 4 is the best film. Just period. The best film, period. We got the entire school involved. Into this debate.
Wait, so what was the final? Did you guys agree that like Ice Age 4 was the best one?
I think they were tied or something like that because I think we went around asking everyone we knew, what's your favourite Ice Age film? If they said 1 or 2, we'd fucking disposed of their bodies. If they said 3
I love the idea of like a school that's like that intense over shitty children's movies.
But what is the best Ice Age film, Aaron?
Probably the first one. Oh fuck.
Alright. This podcast just took a turn. Fantasy. Stuart Little. Fuck you. I love Let M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, he wrote that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot. I feel sorry for that kid.
My girlfriend gave Stuart Little 3.5 stars.
She's to fucking sort that out right now.
Stuart Little was played by Michael J. Fox.
Yeah. Not
That's a good sci-fi film.
He wasn't like there, like he wasn't playing him. Like wasn't like motion capture.
I thought he looked a bit small.
Imagine being that kid in Stuart Little, where like you're like I would love to have like a human brother, and then your fucking mum and dad are like, hey son, we got you a brother, and it's a fucking mouse.
Like it's not just a mouse, it's a little prick mouse.
It's a little prick mouse that you could literally step on with your fucking foot and it would die. Like
why didn't he?
I don't know.
That would have made such a better movie.
Why didn't that kid just fucking scream and
Cat in the
stomp
Hat.
on it? Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat.
Cat and Dogs.
Okay, you know what's apparently a decent film that I need to watch again? Oh my god, I do need to watch this again. The Last Airbender.
You don't need to watch that again.
I need to watch this again.
You really don't need to watch that again.
People are giving this good reviews.
No, you really don't need to watch that again.
4 stars, The Last Airbender.
If you gave 4 stars to The Last Airbender.
Interesting. The Silent Dawn guy on Letterboxd.
He gave that 4 stars.
4 stars, The Last Airbender.
What was his reason? I need to know. I love how this episode just isn't even a debate anymore. This episode's fucking unhinged.
So, is instead, it's preoccupation with nature, arises inspirations, provides a basis and carefully designed frames, action/dance sequence and delicate blocking, delightful oddity that carries substantial visual elegance alongside its folklore aspirations, even if it botches the connective tissue of its source. It's basically saying shitty adaptation, but looks cool. And you know what? Maybe that is enough.
Silent Dawn, I like him. I like his reviews.
Maybe that is enough.
But I
think Silent Dawn has some interesting takes. Every film he rates highly, I'm like, I want to watch this again because it's generally like fucking Stuart Little 2. He gives 5 stars, and I'm like, you know what? This film, maybe he's right. Maybe
he fucking gives like Jarhead 3, like 5 stars.
He gave Aquaman 5 stars, and generally if I was to watch Aquaman, that would be my only incentive to watch Aquaman.
I mean, to be fair, he does explain
exactly
why. He does give a reason. He's not an idiot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like he's a very smart man.
But he's not Aaron Murray. Gives fucking some shit 5 stars.
I give good shit 5 stars. You hush.
You gave fucking... What did you give 5? You gave The Last Airbender 1 star. Shitty opinion. Give it 5 stars, you coward.
No. I'm not gonna.
Okay, fair enough. No, fair enough, Aaron. You know what? Sure.
Have you considered? No.
You know what? I think you're probably right about that one. No, I think The Last Airbender is probably a banger. I think we're just not seeing it. Okay, speaking of bangers. Prince of Persia, starring Jake Gyllenhaal.
Ah, yes, my favourite Middle Eastern prince. Jake Gyllenhaal.
I love the Prince of Persia games. I think the one Sands of Time, banger. Good game.
Isn't that what that one's based on?
Oh, shit. It's the film that's going to win an Oscar. Cinderella.
You know, in that shortlist that Cinderella was in, Malignant was in there as well.
I know, how sick is that?
If Malignant wins it over Cinderella, I will be so happy because I fucking hate James Corden with every fibre
same
fucking being.
Same. Have you seen the video of him thrusting a car?
Oh, believe me, I have.
Oh, trust me, I have.
I had to watch that like I was in fucking Clockwork Orange. Jesus Christ, I hate him so much. This is a public message to James Corden. I hate you.
Hi.
No.
Please
Don't say hi to him.
Please give me money.
Don't say no. I don't want any of his money. Fuck you. I hate you. I hope you see it. I hope you see this.
I'm not part of this debate or this.
I hope he sees this.
I do not say anything about this.
I hope my violent disdain for that person causes them to cancel this show.
Cancel this show?
Not this show.
What if James Corden... if all I'm saying, if James Corden offered me $1 million... Actually, that'd be kind of useless, to be fair. I don't live in America. If James Corden offered me £1 million...
You get converted.
Oh, true. Okay, never mind. Please do offer me $1 million, James Corden.
What is $1 million? What is $1 million in pounds? I'm going to look that up right now.
Probably the worth of...
$1 million?
Probably as much money as it would take me to watch R.I.P.D. again. Who doesn't like R.I.P.D.?
If James Corden came, thrusters on you,
Tooth Fairy.
I watched that in the cinema, you know.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it good?
What do you think? What? Do you want to know something crazy about that film?
What?
You know that was one of the first films on Blumhouse.
You know what? I thought it had its moments.
I want to be a Blumhouse completionist. That's kind of like one of my goals in life.
Yeah.
And like, that is like a deep cut that I've already seen. So I can already take that off my list.
I'm going to show my children Tooth Fairy as their first movie. What's your child's first movie going to be? Mine's Minions.
Come and see.
I think I'm going to start off light with Sallow.
Show them fucking Friends. Like...
No, the first thing I'm going to do is show my kid the entire MCU so they're caught up to date. But like when they're like a little baby and they can't understand what's going on, I'm going to show them the entire MCU, including the TV shows and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Why do you want to turn your son into a fucking soy boy?
I just need them to understand the lore. It's in time for Moon Knight.
Is your child gonna be bored by the time Moon Knight drops?
I work fast.
Well,
no.
why don't you like stop them by Moon Knight and then like everything else just didn't happen? Like it's a completely random spot for you just not show them out like the MCU movies anymore. And then when they look up like for Love and Thunder, you could just be like, oh, it's the Mandela effect. That movie didn't happen. You've made it up. Just gaslight your child.
Fake movie.
Just gaslight your child.
Okay, I found the one bad fantasy film.
Go on.
King Arthur: Legend of the Sword.
It's by Guy Ritchie. He makes his only bangers.
I hate Guy Ritchie.
Well,
Genuinely, Guy Ritchie is like my least favorite director. I can't stand
Guy
him.
Ritchie can give me $1 million. By the way, $1 million in pounds is 764 grand.
Really? I'll take that. Could you give me that, please, Jamesy?
Can I have that from Guy Ritchie?
Do you want that specifically? If anyone else offers it.
Tell you what, Guy Ritchie, if I shill Operation Fortune, Ruse the Gay, I will like gladly accept $1 million from you. Because that film was meant to be out like next week and it's disappeared.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, it's like completely disappeared from the release
Jungle
schedule.
Cruise.
Jungle Cruise.
Fantasy.
Well, yeah.
It's a good film.
I mean, like
Good
The
little
Mummy,
film.
like The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
kind of what Jungle Cruise is trying to be.
Yeah.
That's fantasy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is why fantasy's better than sci-fi. Back to the topic. Fantasy crushes sci-fi.
But fantasy doesn't have the Matrix.
We don't need the Matrix.
Fantasy doesn't have Cloverfield. Fantasy doesn't have Back to the Future. Fantasy doesn't have Jurassic Park. Fantasy doesn't have movies. It has
none of them.
It has flicks. I don't like flicks. I like movies. I like film.
I like cinema.
I like cinema. I like Kino. That's what I like.
I like Quentin Tarantino.
You've probably never heard of him. Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh shit.
Steven Spielberg, definitely not heard of him.
Is he the guy who did Spielberg? He's the guy who did
Ready Player One.
Now it's genuinely, if there's one point I want someone to take away from this episode,
It's that Steven Spielberg directed Ready Player One.
like literally, I just want people to know that and be scared. Like he could come into your home and direct Ready Player One.
Imagine like Steven Spielberg just like breaks into your house in the middle of the night and he goes, I'm gonna direct Ready Player 2 in this fucking house right fucking now. Get on your knees.
Okay, imagine you're lying in your bed.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, picture it. Steven Spielberg, you hear the door open, right? Yeah. You hear tiptoes. you hear someone walking towards you. And you hear someone whisper in your ear.
What do they whisper?
Ready Player 2.
I'd be terrified. The thing is, it's probably good to be a Ready Player 2 as well.
Do you know what it's about? Ready Player 2.
The guy discovers Ready. And
it's close.
And
close.
Funko Pops.
Close. Ready Player 2, from what I remember being told by my friend who read it, because he was like a sadist.
Wait. Whoa. Why did he read? He read Ready Player 2 because he's a Satanist.
Sadist?
He's a sadist.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that he's a Satanist. He worships Satan. That makes sense because only Satan could make Ready Player 1 and 2.
Exactly. But apparently, Ready Player 2, the guy, he's like rich or whatever because of like the first movie, and so he can like this. By the way, this might be completely wrong. Shout out to my Ready Player 2 readers.
Are you just gonna lie? Just on air.
But what I think it's about like the guy fucking being able to spy on people whenever he wants, and so he spies on like naked girls, maybe something like that.
Is that No, I need to look this up. I'm sorry.
It's like something like that.
You are chatting shit, but I don't.
And like by the end of the movie, he like decides it's okay. Not the movie.
Ready Player 2.
He like decides it's a good idea to do that.
Ready Player 2 premise. Wait.
I swear that's what it's about.
It got negative reviews.
I wonder why. Because it's about him looking at tits or something. I don't know. Respect. Not respect. For legal. No.
What is the message of Ready Player 2? The main themes of Ready Player 2 are human connection, empathy, technology and progress, identity, and duality.
Someone had a cool word of the day calendar.
Does Ernest Klein play video games?
I'm sure he loves Overwatch.
I'm sure he loves Fallout 76.
Oh my god. My favourite part of Ready Player 1 is when they're having like a big romantic scene. It just cuts to Tracer from Overwatch.
Ernest Klein.
Do you reckon he has a Reddit account? Ready Player 2 movies in early stage.
Yeah, but just look at him. He looks like the kind of guy who would write Ready Player 1 and 2. Right, it's in the early stages. Why does that sound like a threat? Like, it's in early stages, we promise.
We're preparing the doomsday device.
That's the thing.
This is how we do it.
We're all worried about like Russia dropping nukes on us. We should be worried about Ernest Klein making Ready Player 2 the movie.
I'm terrified for Ready Player 2.
I'm terrified of Ernest Klein.
I genuinely think Ready Player 2 will be... I think it'll be a really neat movie. I think it'll be really, really fun. Thing is the reason I'm scared for Ready Player 2 is because my girlfriend's favourite movie is Ready Player 1. And so I'm scared for the amount of times I'm going to have to see that movie.
You're going to have to watch. You are probably going to, die before you watch Ready Player 2. Because you just, yeah.
Genuinely. Because I'll have to watch that movie. I think she saw Ready Player 1, 15 times when it came out.
Serious?
She knew the script off by heart. Like, she would go and see Ready Player One and recount the script to herself as she was watching it.
I knew, right, look, I knew your girlfriend loved Ready Player One, but I didn't know she loved it that much.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And like, she has both of the books.
Has she read them?
She hasn't read the second one.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'd probably use her as my source rather than some vague.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you probably, like, you know.
So I have access to the book. I could read it if I wanted to.
But, like, why would you want to read Ready Player Two?
Well, exactly. That's the question I ask myself most days.
Well,
But, like, she's, like, a genuine, like, super fan of Ready Player One. So, like, the amount of times I have to sit through Ready Player Two, I'm not mentally prepared for that.
And you've had to watch The Shining. Not The Shining. Why did I say The Shining? I meant, because I said The Shining and I'm thinking of Ready Player One still. I was thinking Free Guy. Because you've seen, like, because how many times has she watched that?
I don't know how many times she's seen Free Guy. I think she watches it for, like, fun for some reason. She watches it, I've seen it once with her in cinemas the first time. And she's like, it's my favourite movie ever. I love it. And then I was like, do you want to go see Dune with me? And she was like, no, I think it'll be boring. And
you have to drag her to fucking see Batman.
And look, she appreciated it, I think. But the terrifying thing is that she can now get me to see whatever movie she wants. So I really hope they never make a Free Guy 2. Oh shit, they are. Yeah, because that was the thing that pissed me off about Free Guy. Is they confirmed Free Guy 2 the same day Free Guy released, right? But Free Guy is about why sequels are bad and why we should value original ideas.
So, Free Guy 2 is going to be about why sequels are good.
Original ideas? Fuck them. Sequels!
Frequels, quadruples.
Oh my, quadruples. That terrifies me. Like, Free Guy... I think sci-fi is terrible because sci-fi for me is the kind... It feels like the machine that churns out franchises.
Yeah.
Because sci-fis are obviously mostly about world building. And corporations see world building as franchises. Fantasy, I think, is a lot more straightforward, simple adventure.
I think what I like about sci-fi more... Because to be fair, I'm not really into, like, Star Trek sci-fi or Star Wars. I'm more into, like, Ad Astra sci-fi. More realistic sci-fi.
Yeah.
Where it's, like... I prefer that than I do, you know, like Interstellar.
I don't like it. I mean, Interstellar, I'm not like... I don't have an opinion on Interstellar, really.
I think
there's good moments. But...
I like Interstellar until, like, the last half an hour.
Okay,
I would say.
When's the bit where he sees his daughter?
The last half an hour.
Yeah. To be fair, that bit's like, it's pretty emotional, I'll give him that. But like, also, it's like the most easy.
Love towers.
It's like very obvious emotional. You know, it's like, it's kind of thing where it feels like Christopher Nolan has given up. Just
he's given up. Christopher Nolan has given up.
He's like giving up tugging at the heartstrings. Now he's taking an axe and swinging them at the heartstrings. He's like, just please cry, for the love of God, cry. People are saying my movies have no emotion in them. Please cry.
I wonder what Oppenheimer's going to be like.
White.
Very white.
Very
white. You know, Josh Peck, isn't it? No. Like...
Oh my God.
The fucking Josh himself.
From Drake and Josh. That's who needs to be in the new Nolan movie.
He better be in it as Josh.
I want Drake and Josh to be in the movie.
Drake Bell needs to be in Oppenheimer. Let's just forget that he endangered a child for like 5 minutes and let's get him in Oppenheimer.
Please, just for Drake and Josh.
And that is like fuck No Way Home. I want Drake and Josh the reunion.
But only in Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah, Christopher Nolan will direct their reunion.
Yeah, I'll take that. Like Oppenheimer is gonna be. I mean, is it in black and white?
I don't know.
Because the one picture they released was in black and white. And I can't tell if that's like a thing or if it's just like, cool picture.
I feel like it's probably just a thing.
Yeah, probably. But because I can't imagine they'd release a.
Cause it's like a summer blockbuster.
Yeah, I can't imagine they'd do that.
I mean,
in black and white.
Then again, it is Nolan. Nolan's probably one of the only few people who could release a blockbuster, like a summer blockbuster in black and white.
Could he? I think people overestimate like Nolan.
But that's the thing. Nobody hasn't had a flop. Because
Tenet a flop?
Tenet doesn't really count because it released right smack bang in like, the pandemic.
True.
And like a lot of places didn't get it. So like that was more of like a to me, like, that doesn't really count.
Okay.
Like, I feel because all of the other films have been successes.
Okay. I don't know how I feel. I don't like Nolan generally. Memento, I think, is good. I like Memento.
Yeah.
I like, obviously, Dark Knight's like.
I like Inception.
Inception is very confusing.
Dunkirk is good.
Dunkirk's good. Dunkirk's really good.
Dunkirk is really good because no one talks. Everyone shuts the fuck up.
I love Harry Styles. I'm a big One Direction fan, so I love Dunkirk. I think One Direction's my favourite X Factor contestant. And have you seen the? Why I was gonna say, have you seen the? Like, we're gonna talk about X Factor on fucking a movie podcast.
This episode is fucking unhinged. Like, we were meant to be doing a debate, but like we've just dropped it now. We're just talking about
X Factor.
Whatever. This is great. I like this. I'll tell you more.
Tenet is a sci-fi film.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's fine.
The Adam Project. There you go. Your entire argument's just been destroyed.
But Coherence. Have you ever seen that?
No.
That's a really good film. It was made on like a budget of like £6. Like it's like a bunch of people who like are in they have like a family like a family, it's like a friend dinner, and then there's like an asteroid.
Yeah.
That like starts to come down.
Okay.
And then weird shit starts happening. It's a really cool movie.
I think more films should be sci-fi without having any sci-fi in them.
That's kind of what it's like. It's not really like, oh, like this is what it is. It's kind of just there's an asteroid, weird shit starts happening, and everyone's like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Annihilation.
That's a good film.
That's a fucking amazing sci-fi film.
That's a good film.
Love that film.
Ex Machina is pretty good as well.
I still haven't seen that. Which is
really
insane. I know. I love Alex Garland, but for some reason, Ex Machina is this weird blind spot for me. I don't know why.
Wow.
I own it on Blu-ray.
I'm shocked you have not seen Ex Machina.
I own it on Blu-ray, but for some reason I haven't seen it.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it soon. I'm gonna try and watch it before there's a new one.
What's this new one? Men.
It's just called Men. I have no idea what it's about. The trailer's out for it, but I haven't seen it.
Men, Alex Garland.
I don't even think the trailer. I think the plot's been released like super vague. I don't even know what it's like really about.
Men.
It's just about men.
I just need Men. It's
But
coming out.
Is it about bad
20th of May.
What's it about?
It's got Jessie Buckley in it.
I love Jessie Buckley.
She's not a man.
Love her.
She's
Jessie
great.
Buckley,
She's
if you
really,
see
really
this,
good.
I love you. You're
She's
great.
Really good. Oh yeah, it's that one. Oh, it's A24 in it. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's A24.
It's about something.
By A24 did After Yang. Well done, A24.
They
Back
did.
on track.
But wouldn't it be great if you guys fucking released it like in a proper way? They're like shoving it on Showtime, which like.
It's on Showtime.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Showtime have been like stealing like 24 films in America. And it's so funny.
Why?
I don't know. Like
what is going on? Okay.
They are straight up like stealing these films. Why? Like, cause I mean, the very least, fucking like I don't know, give it to HBO or something.
Yeah.
So like they can put it on HBO Max.
Showtime.
Yeah, which like is not which I feel like people only have it like when Dexter's on. I mean, Yellow Jackets is good though.
Yeah, I need to see Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets is great.
I need to watch TV. My phone just dropped.
Yeah. You do need to watch TV.
That's the big takeaway.
The big takeaway from all of this is
Tom
Spoors needs to watch TV.
I need to watch I need to watch Succession. But that's a topic for another day.
That is sci-fi.
That's my favorite sci-fi is Succession, and my favorite fantasy is Yellow Jacket. Is Yellow Jacket? I don't even know what Yellow Jacket is.
Yellow Jackets is horror. Fantasy. Horror drama.
Let's go with fantasy.
It's not fantasy.
I think
it's
fantasy
not fantasy.
is exactly what
it's
it is.
not fantasy. It's not fantasy.
But wait, thank you guys so much for watching.
This episode was insane.
It was mad.
I loved it.
I think we just need to talk more about like just movies.
We should just
We should have a podcast.
We are not podcasters.
But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow,
share, follow me.
Follow
me on. I actually just hit like 800 followers on Letterboxd.
Oh, cool! I'm still on like 15. Follow me on Letterboxd, please.
Please follow me on Letterboxd.
I don't write reviews, but like,
that
doesn't matter, does it?
I write reviews.
I said like Batman was sexy or something like that.
You said Batman was sexy, and I wrote like a whole ass.
Yeah, you were like a whole essay, and I think I got 2 likes. So really, I think I probably won.
I got. How many likes do I have on that?
I'm not letting you flex
Wait,
that.
no! I got like 40 likes, I think.
Oh wow, that's well done, Aaron. Well
Thank
done.
you,
Fist
thank
bump.
you. So yeah, if you guys want to like that and like all my reviews, please follow me because I have cool things.
Don't do that. But anyway, see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you all.
Love.